Good evening.
Good evening. Today is August 20, 2024, and this edition starts with the news that a new planet has been discovered in our galaxy.
The group One Direction, which had been separated since 2012, decided to get back together last week to perform the last show for their loyal fans.
Specialist Philip talks about mental health.
Our journalist Julia interviews the sacred specialist Julia.
The PhD doctor, who is reformed in psychology, talks about education and Gen Z.
A young man was hit by a car in his way to visit his girlfriend in Dallas.
After the classic game Cruzeiro vs Atlético Mineiro, Cruzeirenses flood the Mineral Stadium.
Last week, the National Congress decided animal breed schools will be prohibited starting last week.
And one more edition of Journal Source is about to start.
Let's start this edition with this striking news about the discovery of a new planet in our galaxy. The Milky Way, which is 250 light years from the Earth. This new planet that doesn't have a name was found through a groundbreaking research by the science of NASA, based in Silicon Valley, USA, by Howard King and Emma Adams. They were searching for new forms of life in our system and ended up finding a new rock planets that have a big potential of sheltering new forms of life in the future. In contrast, the study is still in the initial phase, so we will have to wait a little bit longer to see more data concerning this astonishing discovery.
That's really amazing find and a big step for science. But let's shift gears and see what's happening in sports with the reporter Carlos. We'll bring astonishing news about the soccer year that happened yesterday.
Good afternoon, football lovers. Today I have for you, let's say, some unusual news. The Mineirão Stadium, which has been the stage of so many glories, has for the first time in history been flooded by a true sea of tears. And no, it wasn't a storm or the breaking of a dam, but rather the inconsolable crying of Cruzeiro fans. Let's go straight to the scene to understand how envy can literally flood a stadium. We're here at the Mineirão, and what was supposed to be just another day of football turned into a real aquatic event. And all of this because Galo continues to show that quality on the field can have huge consequences. The stadium is flooded, and not in a usual way, but by the tears of Cruzeiro fans that can no longer bear to see Galo always on top. And with that, we conclude our coverage. There's a big lesson here for all of us. When Galo flies high, it's best to bring an umbrella, because the tears of those who left behind can cause unexpected damage. Let's all hope that water recedes so Cruzeiro fans can cry again.
Thank you, Carlos, for the information. We're really impressed by what happened in the game.
So let's change topics and take a look at the interview with the journalist Duda, who interviewed the specialist Philip and who will give us a little talk about mental health.
Hi Felipe, thank you for sharing with us today. Let's talk about why having time is so crucial for our mental well-being. How do you make sure you have some downtime in your routine?
Hello, Duda. I believe that having time to unwind is vital for staying the mental health. In my day-to-day schedule, I make it point to reserve an hour for activities that help me more relax.
That's interesting. Have you noticed if taking these break impacts how productive and positive you feel?
Definitely, skipping these moments of relaxations leaves me more stressed and less focused on work. After some downtime, I return to my tasks with renewed energy, increasing my efficiency.
That totally makes sense. Do you think society values time enough? Is there still pressure to constantly stay busy?
Sadly, I believe there is still a tendency to glorify being busy. However, it's important to recognize that taking a break isn't about lazy. It's essential for maintaining well-being.
I totally agree with you. So before we finish up, what guidance do you have for individuals having difficulty carving out some time in their schedule?
I would say to start with small steps. Even setting aside just 10 minutes a day for relaxing activities can make a big difference.
Excellent advice, Felipe. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and insights with us.
Thank you, Duda. It was a pleasure.
We're back and we'll take a look at politics. A new law was approved yesterday by the National Congress in the capital of Brazil, Brasilia, that prohibits wearing clothes with animal prints on them starting next week. The controversial regulation was supported by a vegan community, rising in the whole country since the pandemic era. They say animal prints contribute to growing presence of animals, making people think they are here to serve humans and can be killed at our will with superficial purpose. Nevertheless, the pushback about the approval of the law has only increased since yesterday, and specialists predict turbulent times ahead in the world of politics.
And now it's time to hear the weather forecast for this week with the journalists Ariana and Luisa. How is it going there, girls?
Hey, it's everything okay here? It's a sunny day, but it's can change over the days. And rain during the weekends in the start parts. But don't worry, because here we find out everything about the weather forecast. So let's not review your region. In the next days, there will be rainfall some seas near the coast because of the cold front coming from the sea. This happened because of the cold air changing to warm. You may hear of the season changing rains. This will probably last for a few days. On the weekend, the rains will decrease. And the forecast is up for sunny days, but wind overall. In the city in the north of the country, they will have sunny days and be very hot because the heat wave is making the temperatures rise in comparison to normal cities temperatures. This is a consequence of the approximation of the cold front and El Nino. This week will not cause the formation of clouds, which leads to a clear sky and a drop in air humidity. But on the weekend, showers may occur, but it will be also sunny. Now, in the center of the country, we will have steady weather, sky with clouds, and on the weekend, steady weather too. But the temperature should rise and the air humidity should drop. So to finish, in the south, some rains may occur during the day, but without heavy rains. The sea will be heating on the coastline. On the weekend, there is steady weather without rain, and the temperatures will rise. Well, thank you so much. I hope that you understood. Back to studio.
Head to our studios, you will see what are the lesson updates in the section of art and culture with the reporters Miguel and Jesus.
Hairstyles, lead singer of the band One Direction, founded in Minas Gerais, brought the group together one last time to perform a farewell concert in Belo Horizonte. Born in a small town in the interior of Minas Gerais called Serra da Saudade, four young men met for the first time in a dusty basement, surrounded by old records, faded posters, and an overwhelming passion for music. The band, which began as an unambitious project, soon found fans in the bars where they played around town. Before long, they had released their first album, Up All Night, which had repercussions through the country. With the success of the album, they attracted the interest of record companies, such as Sony Music, which the group chose as a sponsor and partner for promotion and the creation of new songs. However, as all those funds come to an end one day, the band announced its end in January 2024. In an interview, Samuel Hall said that the decision was a joint one made so that the members could dedicate time to personal projects and their solo careers. In order to say goodbye to fans who have followed them throughout this journey, the group will be playing a concert on November 24 this year at the Mineirão Soccer Stadium in Pampulha. Tickets went on sale yesterday, August 19, and break records. 4,000 of the 6,000 tickets available have already been sold. At the show, the group guarantees that old hits and new songs will be played, pleasing all the fans present.
Guys, I'm sorry to interrupt here, but I come with some shocking news. A young man has just been found dead. He got hit by a car in the city of Belo Horizonte. He was on his way to meet his girlfriend at a restaurant. He even bought her some flowers, but unfortunately he passed away.